Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Robust proof of concept is the only way to get success in project execution. With the global economy looking to recover from the shocks of 2020 and 2021, consumers and businesses are already changing their spending patterns, creating new dynamics in demand and supply throughout the tech supply chain. The fast-moving, complex and technologically challenging world is gaping at us, and we are forced to find solutions to our business issues, mostly technology-enabled or technology-driven. Stitching technology solutions can be the only answer. While requirements look conventional, the way it has to be dealt with in today's tech environment turns out to be totally different. PowerPoint presentations can only introduce you to a topic at the very best, and even a detailed project proposal can have only a cursor value if projects run into rough weather, and generally it does. Everybody believes that it is doable till the time it fails. Mostly major bottlenecks emerge, and then it is forced to happen and commissioned in the existential interest of the organization. Certainly, this is not the way forward for far-reaching projects. Do we even know what all is possible and at what price, the gestation period and the functional duration of the project with clarity? Technologically, out-of-the-box thinking is more as a matter of speaking rather than a reality being practiced. The only way out can be a robust proof of concept demonstration at a satisfactory scale. The scale can be decided by the customer. The demo type affair of software and hardware technical specifications has never been able to add value or confidence to the customer. If it is the duty of the business enterprise to convincingly prove its tech solution, then robust POC is the only answer. Execution decides the worth of the project, and if that happens, the purpose is more than served and moved to the next higher level of project creation, demonstration, that is POC, and most important of all is execution. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Facebook whistleblower blasts newly touted Meta rebrand. Whistleblower Frances Haugen, who leaked a trove of damaging documents about the social media giant's inner workings, said the company is unlikely to change if founder Mark Zuckerberg remained CEO. Frances urged her former boss Mark Zuckerberg to step down and allow change rather than devoting resources to a rebrand. She has responded to the question of whether Zuckerberg should resign and added, maybe it's a chance for someone else to take the reins. Facebook would be stronger with someone who was willing to focus on safety. UPI transactions value crosses record $100 billion in October 2021. The National Payments Corporation of India, that is NPCI's Unified Payments Interface, crossed one more milestone in October, with the value of transactions for the month crossing $100 billion in equivalent to rupees 7.71 lakh crores, and 421 crore transactions were executed in this month, both at all-time highs. The growth in October was fueled by the shopping spree marking the beginning of the festival season and e-commerce sales. With higher vaccination rates and further relaxation of norms, people also started stepping out for purchases more often in October. Paytm to raise $1.1 billion from anchor investors. 197 Communications Limited, the parent company of Paytm, is expected to raise $1.1 billion from anchor investors as a part of its $2.4 billion initial public offering. The company's anchor round is expected to be closed on 3rd of November. Some other established investors are expected to make their first investment in India by participating in Paytm's public offering. The investment will be made through their tech-focused funds. Paytm has increased its issue size to rupees 18,300 crores from 16,600 crores earlier last month. SpaceX sets up subsidiary in India to launch satellite broadband services. Elon Musk's SpaceX has set up a 100% owned subsidiary in India with the name SSCPL, that is Starlink Satellite Communications Private Limited. We can now start applying for licenses and open bank accounts, Sanjay Bhargava, SpaceX's Starlink Country Director India, said. The incorporation of its subsidiary will allow the company to start applying for licenses in India. SpaceX's satellite broadband arm Starlink aims to start broadband services in India from December 2022. Now it will have a stiff competition in India in the form of Reliance Jio, Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea in broadband space. Centre to resume biometric attendance for all employees from November 8th. the Union government will resume biometric attendance for all employees starting November 8th. All employees will be required to wear masks and maintain social distancing, it said. Physical distancing of 6 feet must be maintained by all employees while marking their attendance. If required, additional biometric attendance machines will be installed to avoid overcrowding. The Personnel Ministry said it shall be the responsibility of heads of department to ensure that sanitizers are mandatorily placed beside biometric machines and all employees sanitize their hands before and after marking the attendance, it said. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.